Hello, welcome to another Informatica video tutorial. My name is Fernando Guerrero, I am a cloud solution specialist, and today I am going to talk about how to configure CDI to use Proxy and how to bypass Proxy for some special servers. So through this video, we are going to talk why it's helpful to use a proxy, why do we need to configure the secure agent to use the proxy, and why sometimes it's important to bypass the proxy. I will do some demo about the files that we need to configure, and at the end I will have some links for documentation that you can refer in the future. So first thing is like, okay, why is proxy? Why is it helpful to use a proxy? Well, basically the proxy is like a middle layer between your secure agent server and the outside world. You don't want that the outside world has direct access, direct connection to your internal server. So all the connection from the inside world will go to the proxy, and the proxy will communicate to the secure agent or your internal server. And also when you're going in the opposite direction, the server communicates with your internal servers communicate with the proxy, and then the proxy communicates with the outside world. In this way, you have more security, you have more privacy, you can speed up some common requests, and this just gives you peace of mind with security. But because you have this proxy and Informatica lives in the outside world, when the agent needs to communicate with Informatica, it needs to connect to the proxy. So you need to configure the agent server to know where the proxy is, what is the IP address of the proxy. If you need any authentication and authorization to connect to that one, you need to set up all that configuration. In this way, you are telling your secure agent, you are forcing your secure agent, like all communications, all connectors, everything needs to go to the proxy first in order to reach any other server or the outside world. But sometimes you will have some servers, for example, database or any web service, that they don't live in the outside world. They are inside your internal network. And you don't need to go to the proxy to communicate with those services. Because you configure the secure agent to go to the proxy, basically every single connection will be forced to go to the proxy. And this is going to create a problem because your network team in the router, they will have already which connections go to the proxy and which one should go to the inside. But you are forcing your secure agent to everything go to the proxy. So when you try to test a connection to one of those services that are in your network, you're not going to be able to connect. So in this case, you also need to specify in your secure agent configuration the IP addresses of those services, of those servers, that you don't want the communication to go through the proxy. You want to bypass it. You need to specify each of those IP addresses in this configuration file. So in the demo, I am going to show you where you can configure the secure server to use proxy, and where and how you can specify IP address that you want to bypass the proxy. So that will be what we're going to do in the next step. So now we are going to see how to set up the configuration when you want to use proxy. So you need to come to your server, come to the folder when you install your secure agent, and here we will go to the apps folder. Then we will go to the agent core folder. Then we will go to the configuration folder, well, conf folder. In this folder, you are going to see one file called proxy ini. We need to modify this file. I am going to show you here what we have inside this file. So here is where you are going to write what is the IP address of your proxy server, what is the port that you are planning to use for the connection, and user and password. After you modify this init server, you need to restart the server. Once you server get up, it will be using your proxy. So that's all, as simple as that. You need to come here and do the modification. Now, once this is done, what do you need to do to bypass the proxy server? So the next step is to, once your server is up and running, you come to your secure agent, and we are going to edit one of the properties. So this is my secure agent. I am going to edit. Here I will go to the data integration service, and you have to search for this one. It can be Java GVM option 1. If you don't have that one already in use, you can modify it here, or you can do it in any of the other options. So basically here, what we're gonna do is I am going to use my option 2, and this is the name of the property. Look, this is the name of the property that you have to write. And then here you are going to write the host name of your proxy server, or you can also use the IP address. And let's say that the IP address, for example, use just one example. I mean, I will put any number here. And let's imagine that you have more than one server that you would like to connect in the future. So what are you going to do? You are going to separate this with pipes. So if you have three servers that you want to connect, and you don't want the connection to those servers goes through the proxy, you have to specify those addresses here. So as simple as that. Then you save it, and now you configure your secure agent to use proxy, and you configure also which servers you want the communication to bypass the proxy server. It's just as simple as this. If you want to review our documentation, you can visit the following links. They have what we talked into this video, and how to configure your secure agent to use proxies and how to bypass. You can find detailed information in those two links. We appreciate any feedback that you have. You can send us an email to supportvideos@informatica, or you can also to our Twitter account. Thank you very much for watching this video.